Over the summer, I ran a workshop in Silicon Valley for HP. It was a dream come true. I got involved with the internet in 1997, just as the dot-com boom was exploding in Silicon Valley. Back then, the internet promised to revolutionize business for good. Has it? 20 years later, what's Silicon Valley's real legacy? In 1939, Stanford alumni David Packard and William Hewlett established an electronics company in a Palo Alto garage. The company became HP, the world's largest technology company in the 90s, and the garage was dubbed the birthplace of Silicon Valley. Since then, Silicon Valley has given birth to Apple, Google, Facebook, YouTube, Airbnb, LinkedIn, Twitter, Uber, Cisco, Intel, and Tesla. Impressive. So apart from computers, iPhones, search engines, social media, and now revolutions in transport and accommodation, what has Silicon Valley done for us? More specifically, has it been a force for good or not? And if not, what can we learn from the journey? Here are 3 things I learned. 1, wealth without health isn't worth it. Opposite my hotel, there was a McLaren garage with 10 brand new cars sitting outside. The parking lots in Silicon Valley are more valuable than most companies. The ethos? Work hard, play harder. In the 90s, we talked about burn rates, the rate at which startups burnt through their cash. We don't talk about burn-out rates, though. And yet, walk down a street in San Francisco and you see disillusioned, depressed dropouts who never fulfilled their dreams. Is this the Valley's hidden legacy? 2, purpose washing isn't sustainable. Uber's purpose was to make transport as reliable as running water, but at whose expense? As I said a year ago, drivers stopped driving because they couldn't earn enough, and legitimate taxi drivers in cities sued them for operating illegally. Travis Kalanick, its founder, resigned in June over harassment claims, but the problem is deeper. Uber's new purpose reflects this, finding the way, creating possibilities for riders, drivers, and cities. 3, align the culture with the purpose. Theoretically, a company's culture should align with its purpose. It rarely does, because the senior leadership team are rarely aligned within themselves. They therefore attract like-minded people who are equally unaligned, and together they create a culture that is also unaligned. You can't flip from visionary brilliance one minute to bullying the next, like Kalanick or Steve Jobs, nor can you impose a vision on an individual, no matter how visionary it is. You can only enable an individual to find themselves in that vision. And the best way to do that is to help them articulate their own vision. And that's exactly what I was doing in Silicon Valley. On the first day, we focused on personal purpose, team purpose, and how both support company purpose. We finished the day creating a collaborative painting in a winery overlooking Silicon Valley. It led me to conclude sustainable profit is a byproduct of teams that create and collaborate together, not an objective. You've been watching the Creative Leadership Show. Join me again next time when we'll explore another idea to see how we can transform the future.